Hello students, I welcome to all of you to this session of fluid machinery. Dear students, today I am going to discuss about the priming of centrifugal pump. You know the last class I discussed about the model and prototype and related numerical was discussed. Now today I am going to discuss the last class what I have given the numerical, that numerical will be discussed. After that priming will be discussed. After that characteristic curve of the centrifugal pump will be discussed. This is very important part. So don't you just see up to the last. Okay, so lot of thing we will you will know, okay, about this centrifugal pump. So first of all, let us discuss the numerical. Two geometrical similar pump are running at the same speed. Okay, in rotational speed is given 1000. One pump has an impeller diameter 0.3 meter. So that A1 and D1 is given, and its water at the rate that Q2 is given at the rate of 20 liter per second against a height of 15 meter. So head also given. Determine the head and impeller diameter of other pump to deliver half the discharge. That means at that time Q2 will be 10 and N2 is given 1000. So you know that you have to find out diameter D2 and HM2, that is your head develop. So in this equation, you know specific speed N root Q by H2 HM to the power 3 by 4. So put the value, all the data is given, only HM is unknown here. So you will be getting 9.44, that is your answer. Next, your diameter. To get the diameter, you know that there is a relation H root over HM by dN is equal to constant. So put the value, all the value is given, it is only D which is not given, so you have to find out the D2. So 238 mm is the answer. Clear? Now come to the today's topic, that is your priming of a centrifugal pump. Okay, so see the priming. Basically, let us consider this is your a centrifugal. Let us consider this is your pump like this, and this is your delivery pipe, this is your suction pipe, this is your casing, and this is your impeller, this is your delivery pipe. So what happened, and this is your sump. Okay, so this is your water level, this one is your water level. Now this is your what, suction head, this is your delivery head. Now you see, when you are going to run the centrifugal pump in your home, you will see that up to this delivery pipe, water will be full of, it should be full of water. That means there should not be any kind of water air particle inside this pump up to the delivery pipe. Okay, so what is the reason behind it? Do you know? Basically, priming of a centrifugal pump is defined as the operation in which the suction pipe, this is your suction pipe casing, this is your casing of the pump, and a portion of the delivery pipe up to the delivery valve, okay, is completely filled up with outside source with the liquid to be raised by the pump before starting the pump. So before starting the pump, you have to raise the full of water up to the delivery valve. Okay, so up to this it is clear. Thus the air from this part, why it is, that means why we are just filling up with full of water, because the air from this part of the pump is removed, and this part are filled with liquid to be pumped. Clear? So I hope it is clear. So what we are doing, this is your centrifugal pump up to the delivery pipe. I am just filling up the water to, it is your full of water, and it is your total airtight. Okay, that means this up to this much it is full of water. Now basically the work done by the impeller per unit weight per second is known as what, heat generated by the pump, and it is equal to what, 1 by G VW2 U2. Already you know. This equation is independent of the density. Okay, this equation is independent of the density of the liquid. Okay, this means that when pump is running in air, as you know that this equation is independent of density, then that means when pump is running in air, the head generated in terms of meter of air. Okay, that means head will be generated but in terms of air. Okay, if the pump is primed with water, it is full. If it is full of water, the head generated is same meter of water. Okay, that means if it is filled with air, then the head will be generated in terms of air. And if the head it is your full of water, then at that time heat generated is same meter of water. Okay, that means this meter of water, that means heat is x meter of water. Okay, now but as the density of air is very low, the density of air is 1.2 kg per meter cube like this, and 1000 kg per meter cube is the density of water. Okay, so the density of water is very greater than density of air. As the density of air is very low, the generated heat of air in terms of equivalent meter of water heat is negligible. Clear? And hence the water may not be sucked from the pump. To avoid this difficulty, priming is necessary. See, remember, that as we know that density of water is very greater than density of air. Okay, so whatever the heat generated in terms of air is very less. Okay, and it is not able to suck the water particle when it is full of air. When it is full of water, then particular, that there is some inside the suction pipe, there will be some vacuum pressure will be created, and because of that vacuum pressure the water is coming. Okay, and that water particle also, there is some cohesive force inside in the water particle. Now the water is suck the water, and the ultimately the delivery of in the delivery pipe you will see the water particle. Okay, so because of this problem, because of this difficulty, you have to raise the water up to the delivery valve. Okay, so this is because of this is called your priming. Okay, so I think it is clear. Now the basically if it is clear, then come to the next point, that is your characteristic curve of the centrifugal pump. There are three type of characteristic curve in case of turbine, also in case of pump. The main characteristic curve, operating characteristic curve, and constant efficiency or Mussel curve. So what is the your definition? That means what is the need of this characteristic? Basically, characteristic curve is of centrifugal pump are defined those curves which are plotted from the result of a number of tests on centrifugal pump. These curves are necessary to predict the behavior. Already I have told when we were discussing the turbine, the behavior and performance of the pump when the pump is working under different flow rate, different head, different speed. Okay, the following, that means that the already I have told you, these are the main characteristic curve, operating characteristic curve, and the constant efficiency or Mussel curve. So that here basically what do you mean by main characteristic curve? Here it is your main characteristic curve. The main characteristic curves of centrifugal pump consist of the variation of head. Okay, variation of head. Here you can see variation of head, that is your manometric head. Okay, so variation of head power. Okay, head power and discharge with respect to the speed. That means if I am just plotting with respect to speed the variation of discharge, power and head, then what we are getting, that is your main characteristic curve. So you can see, if you are that means if you are taking the power versus speed, then these that means at that time Q and AC will be constant. Okay, discharge and head will be constant. So this is your ultimately graph. So by the help of you can see if you are increasing the speed, power is also increasing. If you are increasing the speed, head is also increasing. if at that time discharge is constant. If you are increasing the speed, your hm, you can see that this is your discharge. Okay, discharge is proportional to n, and the h head is proportional to n square, and p power is proportional to n cube. So this is the relation. So every time it is asked that what is the relation between power, that means your proportionality. In terms of proportionality, p is proportional to n cube, h is proportional to n square, and q is proportional to n. So this is your main characteristic curve. So I think it is clear. So here basically in one plot it is these three graph it is shown. Okay, and it is basically variation of the power head and discharge with respect to the speed. Okay, so whenever I am taking discharge versus n curve, then at that time hm will be constant. Whenever I am taking head versus speed curve, then will be taking the discharge is equal to constant, and whenever we are taking power, then q and h will be constant. Clear? Now you can see from this plot, these are the thing we will get hm to root over hm by dn. Okay, so already it is discussed in this q by n d cube, and this p by n cube d to the power 5, and this equation, that means this is I have told you in time when we are discussing the model testing. Okay, now come to the next operating characteristic curve. Basically operating characteristic curve, it is basically it is the plot between the discharge and head power and efficiency. Okay, basically it is the and that means if the speed is kept constant, the speed is taking constant here, speed is kept constant, and the variation of manometric efficiency manometric head hm, manometric efficiency, the power and the efficiency, manometric head power and the efficiency with respect to discharge. If I am just plotting the curve, then we will be getting this kind of curve. You can see with respect to head and discharge, this is your head. If you are increasing the discharge, that means the head is in decreasing order. You can see here it is your for efficiency. Remember here the speed is kept constant. Okay, this is your efficiency increasing, but now then it is decreasing. Head, it is in a decreasing order. Then you can see this is your input power is increasing. Again this one is your output power. Okay, so like this. So when the speed is kept constant, the variation of manometric head power and efficiency with respect to discharge gives the operating characteristic curve, okay, of that particular pump. So based on that we can say these are the behavior which is performing by this centrifugal pump. Now last point is your constant efficiency curve. So in case of constant efficiency curve, basically for in the defined, that means defined speed is taken, and discharge versus head and discharge versus efficiency curve is plotted. So you can see for obtaining constant efficiency curve for a pump, the head versus discharge curve and the efficiency versus discharge curve for different speed. You can see these are the different speed are used. Okay, so you can see in this figure you can easily say what is the behavior of that particular pump when a b c d are different speed. Okay, these locus you can see. So how the if the discharge, you are increasing the discharge, how efficiency increasing, then it is decreasing, efficiency increasing, then it is. Now if you am just increasing the discharge, देखो क्या हो रहा है, the head is basically in decreasing order for different speed. If you are increasing the speed, then it is you can see these are the plot. You can see that the constant efficiency is constant. Okay, that means here basically efficiency is constant. Okay, so taking efficiency is constant for different speed with respect to head and discharge, and with respect to efficiency and discharge, this kind of plot we will be getting. Here you can see this is your constant efficiency line, and here it is your head versus discharge, and constant efficiency line is this dotted line. Okay, so here dotted line is the constant efficiency, constant efficiency curve, dotted line, and this your continuous line, the continuous horizontal line, it is your what, constant efficiency line. Clear? So this is the end of the video today. Up to this, I think it is clear, the priming and main characteristic curve, operating characteristic curve, and the constant efficiency or Mussel curve. So thank you for listening, and if you are like if this video is getting benefited for you, please like the video and subscribe my channel DM Study Center, and press the bell icon to get notification for my every video. And you can ask me for some request video if you are having any doubt in any area. So if I am able to answer that part, I will be making another request video for you. Okay, so thank you up to this. Thank you for listening. Jai.